These are the plaintiffs, Jesse Griffith and his son Jesse Scott Hill. He says he hired the defendant to make 4 music videos with Jesse, a recording artist, and the guy bailed on half the job. The first 2 videos came out great, but the other 2 videos were never finished. He paid in full. Only half the work was completed, so he wants half his money back. He's suing for $3,498, the amount he's owed for the unfinished music videos. This is the defendant, Anthony Woolley. He says he did in fact create 4 different videos for the plaintiff and his son, and doesn't really know what the beef's about. He's downright confused because there was never any discussion about what specifics the videos were to have or not have in them. As far as he's concerned, he did the work, and this lawsuit is bogus. He's accused of a job not well done.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay. Come on, front and center, my friend. I don't know why you're sitting down. Stand right there. Okay, Jesse Griffith?
Yes.
And Jesse Scott Hill?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you are suing Anthony Woolley for $3,498 in damages for his breach of a contract, according to you, for not completing a job to do music videos for you.
Yes.
Now, what kind of music do you do?
Everything. I play guitar, sing country, rap, rock, pop, whatever.
These music videos were going to be in what style?
One was R&B and hip-hop, one was alternative rock, and the other 2 were hip-hop.
And the other 2 were hip-hop.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are the dad, correct?
Dad/manager, yeah.
Dad/manager.
Right.
And tell me how you found Mr. Woolley to produce these.
I'm from Los Angeles, currently reside on the East Coast, so Facebook connected me back with some old friends, and somebody had told me, hey, take a look at what he does. I know your son is doing music, and if you guys come to LA, he'd be a good... I looked at about a dozen videos that he did, and he does great work. It's not a bash over the finished product at all. So I had to go out for my best friend's funeral. We met then, shook hands, and agreed on what we were going to do when I took my son out there.
Okay, and then you brought your son out there.
Brought my son out there the last
week. Is there ever a written contract between you folks?
There was.
Okay, and what date was that entered into?
The 15th of October.
May I see the contract?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a copy of the contract?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
You don't?
No.
Okay. So you signed this agreement with them?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Okay. And the agreement says that there would be 4 songs, and the 4 songs would be Don't Blame Me, I'm So Me, Hey You, and Famous Someday.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and those are your songs?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You wrote them?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you performed them?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you have an idea when you got into business with him about how you wanted those to proceed, or you were sort of relying on his artistic vision?
Yeah, I mean, we both had our, different views on what we wanted to do. So I was there, like, for everything, so I already knew what was going to happen, and, it was just 2 of them we never got to.
Okay, so there's 2 that were done, which is Don't Blame Me and I'm So Me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, those were done and you're happy with them.
Yeah.
I'd play them, but every 3rd word is a bad word.
True.
And so I'm not going to play them. All right, Hey You and Famous Someday. This is how we listen to the radio in my car. We just keep turning the volume down because I got a 10-year-old in the back seat. This is like nonstop, all right? Hey You and Famous Someday, those 2 were not produced.
Right.
All right. Were they produced? Is he lying?
No, Your Honor, he's not lying. I just felt that we should do other songs.
Tell me about that.
Well, my next door neighbor, I found out that he writes and he sings too. So I introduced the both of them together, and then next you know, they started collaborating together. So, they started coming up with songs that I felt was hit songs. So I said, well, we ought to do these songs. We ought to do these videos. And
okay. So, but you have a contract with them saying you're going to do his songs, not feature somebody else.
Well, Jesse was okay with it. He felt the same way I did.
So then you guys end up deciding artistically that you're going to do 2 other ones. Watch this. When you did those 2 other ones, did you think they were taking the place of your 2 songs?
Yeah, I knew we were gonna.
In one of them, you have like a co-starring role, we'll call it. In the other one, you're just hopping around in the background.
Right. Yeah.
So
I knew we were gonna do that, and I was cool because I thought we were gonna finish the other two. You know that.
So did you ever believe that these two were going to take the place of your two?
No.
Okay, so this defendant tried to change the deal and is saying that the change is what the judge should be looking at. You buying that?
No, not at all.
Because?
Did he have it in writing?
No, that's the point. He didn't have it in writing.
Obviously, well.
Okay, so there's a written agreement for the initial thing, and now he's saying we made the change. Does this guy have a leg to stand on in court?
No.
Anybody think he has a leg to stand on?
No.
Anybody know what a rescue dog is? Going inside the courtroom.
Was there ever any written amendment of the contract that would cause those two to be able to supplant these two?
No,
How about an email to the father saying, is it all right with you if we want to change our artistic direction? You got to leave it up to me, anything.
No, yeah.
What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living?
I do videos, John.
This is it?
This is it.
So how could you possibly stay in business doing things this way?
Well, I just started, you know, the two acts together was a better combination than the single act. I just thought that they would move faster that way, you know.
Well, that's fine. It's not that I'm saying that you can't sometimes make an adjustment because you think it's in everybody's best interest. I'm just saying if you have a contract to do A, B, C, D, and you want to do E, F, you darn well better amend the contract. That's what other people do.
I thought, you know, I just assumed that the son was speaking to the father. And
What does it matter? You didn't even amend the contract with the son. The son's not backing you up. The son is saying, oh, we all thought this was going to be a hit. That was a good idea, but I still thought I was going to get my other two.
Yeah.
Can I say something, man?
Yeah.
We actually did do footage on the East Coast. I flew Anthony to the East Coast.
And you were...
And I had just moved back.
To LA.
Right. And I'm like, how are the things going on the Hey You and the Famous Someday video? And they're like, well, we got a little bit of stuff. And he said that he wanted live musicians on the Famous Someday track. So I wound up having to pay a union musician to come in and shoot separate parts with him at the green screen. I left that next day, flew them to the East Coast so they can get footage for both of those videos here. So we actually have footage. I just never received the videos. And when I talked to him about it, he says those other two videos are what he decided on.
So you spent, aside from the $2,500,
right,
you spent
$488 to fly him out here round trip.
An additional $998 between plane fare, hotel, and hiring a
union musician
drummer
to do what he wanted to do, not me.
For those two videos that never got produced.
For the two videos that never got produced. And it even says in my contract, it says anytime we leave Los Angeles, I will pay for transportation, food, and lodging. And I did my part. He didn't do his part. Whose
hotel and plane fare are you?
Anthony's.
You flew to the East. You paid for him to fly to the East Coast.
Right.
To do these two?
We were in Philly.
Okay, stop talking, because I really want to hear him. I'm listening.
Yeah, and I've been doing
What
this.
would make you think, this is the question I want you to answer.
Okay.
If the guy flies you to the East Coast, puts you up in a hotel, and pays a union drummer to get footage for two specific videos, Hey You and Famous Someday, because that's what that footage was for, what would make you think that he's going to be totally fine with you changing the contract?
Wow, I can't really answer that, John.
Well, I hope you do, because right now you look like a bumbling idiot. So I'm praying that you defend yourself a little bit and stop rolling over.
Well, the other two videos that we shot, I felt was much better than the ones that he wanted to do.
But how is it that the third one, the one where he's just bouncing around in the background, why would anybody ever pay to have their son bounce around in the background? How's that going to help his career?
I don't know how to answer that either. I just felt that the song was powerful. And
the song that someone else was singing?
Yeah.
How's he going to use that in his reel, the song someone else is singing? Mr. Woolley, give these people back their money, including the money that they ended up spending for you to not do your job. $3,498 verdict for the plaintiffs.
Hold on right there.
And with that, the defendant comes out with nothing here on the losing end of this case. How do you think your reputation looks now after this case?
Bad, but I can make it better.
Well, why didn't you fight and fight and fight in there to defend it?
Well,
What?
Couldn't be the signed contract.
No, well, you're going to change the way you do business from now on? What are you
Yeah.
going to change?
Well, I'm gonna make sure I pay attention to the written agreements that we have, and just leave it like that.
And if you make changes, you do what?
I'm going to talk to the.
You're going to get it in writing.
Right.
Okay. All right. Hey, is he a good artist?
Oh yes, he is.
You think?
Yeah. And check him out on
All right.
YouTube.
All right, this way, right this way. All right. All right, so come on in here. All right, step in here. What are you laughing about coming out? How come?
Just watching him go that way, it just kind of reminds me of the contract. It's like
The whole business deal was like that, right?
the whole way, all the way.
What do you think of him as a music producer, the defendant?
Oh, yeah, I think he does good work. He's just got to have a better ethic about it.
What have you learned about the music business through all this experience?
It's a battle. It's tough for sure. You know, this ain't the first problem we ran into, and it sure won't be the last.
What are your dreams for yourself here?
Be Michael Jackson. No, that was a joke.
Harvey?
Okay, if you modify a contract, I am telling you, when you have an existing agreement, never, ever, ever rely on the other person acknowledging that you have an oral modification to a written agreement. Never, no matter how well you're getting along. I am telling you, I have seen this, because you may be getting along today and you may be enemies tomorrow. Get it in writing.